guys, this is Sophia, as you can tell from my channel name, and we are in my bathroom again doing another unboxing slash first impressions. I off screen did my hair care routine. If you're interested in my post shower hair care routine, I actually did just upload a video about it, so I will link in the description box down below if you want to check it out. But today, if you cannot tell from the title or the thumbnail, we are playing with this. I don't know if you can see it, hopefully it will focus, but it is the Revlon Pro Collection. It's a long name, by the way. Salon One Step Hair Dryer and Volumizer. I had never heard about this until recently when I saw it by accident on YouTube, and it kind of just reminds me of that Dyson product that was super popular when it first got launched, and honestly it's still popular. I think it just came back in stock, but I was not about to spend like $600 on a hairstyling product. I mean, I love my hair, don't get me wrong, but I don't have that money to spend. And honestly, another thing about that product, which I've never used by the way, so take this with a grain of salt if you will, it looks really, really bulky. So if you were to travel with it, kind of just would probably just be a pain. But anyways, I'm really excited to give this a go. I just got it, and I just got it yesterday, and today I am playing with it. I haven't opened it yet, and I know, and just really quickly, it looks like I have no hair, but I will say that I am Asian, so my hair is actually thicker than it looks right now, so just bear that in mind. But yeah, let's just open it because I need to go to sleep. I'm tired. Let's open it. Anyway, so it's supposed to be kind of like the Dyson, but I think it's just one product, so you can't change out the heads of it basically, and I don't think it does the cooling thing that Dyson does. This is a really weird box, I think. Okay, I'm just gonna break it because I ain't got no time for this. Like, okay, open it, and I'm sweating. Okay, so you open it, it has flaps like that, and then I think here is the product, and that's the end of that box. Here's the product. It's a lot bulkier than I anticipated. I did share this on my Instagram, and someone had replied to me being like, oh, it's so good, it's changed my blow dry for forever, which by the way, I've also never had a blow dry and I don't know how to do it. So this is literally me being a super inexperienced hair blow dry person. I don't even know if you can hear me, but yeah, so I don't know how I'm going to use this because I've never done a blow dry on myself and I've never had it done on me. That's probably a lie. But I know the part that's not a lie is I've never done a blow dry on myself because I got no time for that, and I am super lazy. Like honestly, I don't dry my hair mostly because it's, I'm still untangling by the way. I don't dry my hair mostly because I don't want further heat damage, but I'm also just lazy. But like honestly, that's the real reason. So anyways, here is the cord. At least it's nice because it's like kind of indents inside. You can't tell that. Indents a little bit, so like it's easier to grip, which is nice. Should read the instructions. Let's read the instructions real quick. And it fell out. Okay, instructions. How to operate. To turn unit on, place fingers around the temperature control dial and rotate counterclockwise to desired setting. Let me see if I can show you this. Okay, so here is the rotating thing. Like, see, you can move it like that. I think it's just 3 settings, like you can't move it beyond that. Okay, that's how you turn it on, and then So this is apparently supposed to be a cool tip. I think it's so you can hold on to it. It's supposed to be tangle-free combination bristles. And I literally think that's it. The rest is just warnings. And warnings in other languages. So I'm going to give this a go. I feel like I should section my hair, but I don't know. Actually, let's just brush with it real quick. Okay, so my initial reaction is don't bang it because, ow, that was painful, that initial brush. But I think, I mean, even as a hairbrush, it's pretty cool. So let's give it a go. Gotta take the safety thing off. I don't know if I should section my hair or not. I guess we'll try it without, because you know, this point of this product is supposed to be easy without having to do that. So I'm just gonna try it. Let me make sure it's off first before I just turn it on. Okay, you're not gonna be able to hear me, so I'm just gonna do it and then turn it off and see what happens. Okay, so before I actually play with it, let me just really quickly. The air is coming from in here. So like, if you can see, if I get out of the way of focus, there are like air pockets. So it's coming out of there. And there's a cool option, but it's not like super cool, it's kind of cool. So, you know, don't expect it to be like cold. I'm just gonna give it a go because I don't know what else to do now. Okay. I guess I'll start with the beginning. This is honestly a little bit nerve-wracking because I don't know how this is going to work. I'll start with cool and do one section. Okay, so my initial first impression is that if you're used to blow drying your hair, I think this will be really intuitive. But for someone who's never blow dried her hair before, like on my own, there's definitely a learning curve. Like there's just no way around it. Another thing I've noticed is that, yeah, because technically it's a round brush, it doesn't like dry up here. Like it's harder to do up here because of the oval. Like it's not even because it's round. I feel like if this was a round brush, it'd be easier to get to the roots. But because of the oval and I have like pretty long hair, as soon as I twist it once against this shorter part, I can't twist it again a second time because then the brush just won't go through. And honestly, like you could see it in the video of the clips of me playing with this, and this was just using the cool side. It just, like, I couldn't get it past one curl, which is why, like, my hair right here is just, there's just one curl, because that's all it could do based on the shape of the barrel. So I'm gonna finish off. I don't think my roots are gonna get dry at all, or maybe I'm doing it wrong, but obviously this is the first impression and I don't know how to blow dry. I'm a total amateur, so like don't hate me too much in the comments. But I'm gonna finish up and I'm gonna try to use the other settings to see what happens. So far the cool one is pretty nice because it doesn't overheat and it doesn't like hurt my head or anything. And my hair does feel pretty nice afterwards. Like, I could see this becoming helpful, but because I'm new to this, I don't know if I would be able to use it in the morning before my commute, which is actually why I got this in the first place. So it's a little bit disappointing that I can't do it easily. I think like the Dyson one is different because it has attachments that you can attach on, and the way the barrels work is that like it'll get up to the roots. So anyways, I don't know, that's just a first impression. Let me just move on to the next one and see what happens. Oh, I'm sweating. Okay. Well, one side of my hair is like semi-dry. I can't tell if it's because I've been holding this, so like my hand's a little bit funny, but it feels really soft. So I have to amend my previous statement, which is the fact that like you can't curl it more than like twice. You can, but the key is to wait till one part of your hair is dry and then curl it again. So like if you were paying attention to my previous clip, when by the way the settings was on high, I would curl like this part of my hair, and then when it dried I'd add another twist and then pull it out and then wait till that part, and then kept twisting until the next part dried and then moved it higher and higher. I still don't think, given the length of my hair, I can get up to the roots without like tugging at it, and I really don't want to do that. So I will say that if your hair is, I don't know, like chest high, I'd say this is an amazing product for you. Even if you're an amateur like me, because I will say that like by the time I got like back here, I was kind of getting the hang of it. Like it was not that hard, but because of the length of my hair, it's a lot longer. Like what time is it? It's 8:15. So I probably have been doing this for half an hour, and I've only gotten to, I'd say like 1/3 of my head. So, and like I said, I do have Asian hair, so my hair is pretty thick. I will say I do like the way it's turning out. It's really, really pretty. It's really, really soft, and I think it's because it has two different kinds of bristles, which I don't know if I showed you this before. If you can't see that, I'll see if I can find a like good picture of it and insert it right here. But I do like it. I kind of don't like the fact that I can't get to my roots, but you know, at the same time I think it's fine because roots is the first point of contact for me, and it's always been the hardest for me to dry even naturally. So I think I'm going to keep playing with this off camera and then come back when I'm done with my entire head and let you know how long that took, whether or not I recommend it, if I notice anything else, etc, etc. So I'm going to stop right here, and the next clip you'll see will be hopefully my hair fully dried, and I will let you know my first impressions of this product. Okay, I'm just going to sign off because this is already pretty long. this is the final look. My hair, basically. As you can tell, when it's dry, I have a lot. The rest of my head took half an hour. And even then, the roots is still not dry yet. I don't know if you'll be able to tell. Yes, you can. It does not look dry. I will say that the parts where the brush actually hit, so like basically right here, it feels so soft. But because I did not get a chance to put the brush on my roots, the part up here is fizzy, and it's not as smooth as the rest of my hair. That brush does give my hair volume. I will say that when my hair dries, it does not usually look as good as this, which makes me feel like it's worth it. But it also makes me feel like I need to cut my hair in order to use that in an efficient manner. I can't stop staring at my hair in the mirror, which is right behind the camera. But I did figure out some new tips. First, the smaller the section, the better. And actually, if you brush through, so like I'll demonstrate without turning it on. If you brush through from the end to the top, it will also fan out a section of your hair. So like you can see it's like fanned out. And then you should twist it after you've brushed it over, because when you fan it out, it's easier for it to twist and then easier for it to let go, which always makes it easy after a while. And I will say again that you should wait for the ends of your hair to dry before you move up to the next section, and then wait for that section to dry before you curl it again to the top. But even then, it's gonna take forever to do your hair if your hair is as long and as thick as mine. The other thing is, I did end up having to section out my hair because I have so much hair. Sectioning it out just makes it a lot easier. Another thing is, you will have seen in the beginning that I tried to just blow dry with like this. Basically does not work. Let's just throw that out there. It does not work. What else? Oh yeah, so after I turned the camera off, I left it at high because I was like, okay, at high it would just go by quicker and I can get my hair dry that way. And then my bathroom started smoking up. To be fair, I did not turn my fan on, but if you live in a place where your fire alarm is very sensitive or you don't have a fan in your bathroom, just keep that in mind. Honestly, I think I definitely prefer the cool option anyway, because it is less damage to my hair, I feel like, and it's also just easier to work with in terms of using this tool. Another thing I will say, I definitely pulled my hair out. Okay. I wonder how much hair I shed in this process. Another thing I will say is, this is pretty big. I mean, like the brush size itself is almost the size of my face. I doubt I will be traveling with this because it is quite heavy. I don't know the weight, but it's heavy enough and bulky enough, honestly, to make me not want to travel with it. Which brings me to my next point, and that is whether or not I would even use this in the morning if I was to shower in the morning. Unfortunately, I don't think right now I will be able to use this if I'm in a rush in the morning, because one, I'm not familiar with it yet, obviously, and two, I just have way too much hair. If my hair was like, how many inches is that? You can tell me. That's like, I feel like that's probably 5 inches. If my hair was like this short, I'd totally use it in the morning. But it's not, and I don't plan it to be for the next couple months. So I won't be able to use this in the morning, which sucks because that's why I bought it. But to be honest, like halfway through doing my hair, I was like thinking maybe I should just return it, because I feel like I'm just wasting a ton of time and I'm not getting a lot out of it. And then I moved on to this side and I started getting the hang of it easier, and I figured out tips and tricks. And then I was like, you know what, I'm just going to keep it because I actually think it's pretty good. I think if you have time in the morning, or if you are going somewhere at night and you're showering in the middle of the day and you have that time to prep, this is definitely a good idea because honestly, I do like the way my hair looks. Like I do like that little bit of curl without me having to additionally go in with a curling iron to curl the ends of my hair. And I mean, it does feel soft. It looks super shiny, which is really rare. It definitely does give me that blow-dried feel if I go to a salon, except for the tips. Other than that though, I haven't played with this enough to be able to give like my full review or stamp of approval or whatever you want to call it. I think for now, if you are interested in trying it, you should give it a go because compared to the Dyson, this is $60. And it's really not that much, so you can return it. And I got mine off Amazon, which I will link the Amazon link down below. And Amazon has a pretty good return policy, so I don't see why not. If you have that amount of money in your bank that you can spare, definitely give it a go. But you know, just keep in mind everything I've said in the video right now, and you know, do it at your own risk. I don't know, like I'm sure you're adult enough to be able to make your own purchase decisions. I don't foresee myself using this on a daily or whenever I shower. I will see myself using it if I have that time at night or I'm going somewhere special and I want my hair to dry without having to just like roughly dry it. I can definitely see myself doing that. But yeah, that is my first impression / unboxing of the Revlon, I forgot the name already, of this. I will also leave everything I just said in a blog post in the description box down below because I realized that this video contains a lot of information that you probably won't remember, and I'm sure this video is going to be like probably 15 to 20 minutes long if I'm honest. So I'm sorry, but I hope you found this helpful, and like I literally just said, I will have my first impression / mini review in a blog post, so definitely check that out if you want to save that somewhere and come back to it and you know, all that jazz. As always, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, or even ideas of videos that you would like me to do in the future, let me know in the comment section down below. And I will see you next Sunday for another video. Bye!